Each year, we throw away this much of tons of food away in these countries.
We need food every day for energy, sustenance, and survival, for taste, flavor, and satisfaction. Yet, people are still wasting food. Have you ever wondered why?
We are not aware that we're wasting the food. Do everyone here knows how long it takes for us to grow rice? My grandparents had a farm, and I actually see the amount of work that's being put in to grow something, and it takes like months to actually grow something. If people only knew that it took so much to grow food, and for the effort that's being put to grow that food that's on your table, that someone actually grew for you, it takes energy, it takes time.
What the JB Market do is actually we sell live fishes and live crawfish to our customers. So our customers range from restaurant owners as well as customers who contact us through online or through walk-ins. So basically for our stocks, right, for the crawfish or even for the fishes itself, we will import it. So usually we will drive our van to Jurong Bird Park. We'll receive the stock from the supplier. And since then, we'll bring the stock back to our farm at Lim Chu Kang. So we'll start segregating the fishes or the crawfish into different ponds based on their size and their conditions. In my opinion, the society has actually very high expectations of the appearance of the fishes or even the crawfish. So for fishes that actually doesn't look that good, right, will often be left behind back in the pond and remain unsold. So they usually take the fishes that are more vibrant, the scales are very beautiful. To be honest, right, as long as the fish is fresh, even though the little aesthetic displeasing factors will not affect the taste of the fish.
Let's say if you head to a supermarket, people tend to look for the food perfection. Like people have this idea of how an apple should look like, right? An apple is not round and it is not just that shape. For example, I even see imperfect durians, which are small but it's so sweet.
For the fresh state fishes, right, we didn't let it go to waste as well. So what we do is actually we'll collect the fishes, we'll actually degunt them, remove the organs, remove all the things that are very easily decomposed in the fish's body. We do a thorough cleaning, then after that we will put it in the freezer in a vacuum sealed Ziploc bag. So these are all food waste that we try to control, and that's why we use these processing methods to actually ensure the freshness and keep it frozen to keep it fresh for our customers to consume. What happens to the fishes that has been left at the farm and no one wants to clear it and it actually decomposes due to the environment? We will bring in our own machinery such as the grinders and the food processing machines. We actually mince the dead fishes into smaller bits and mix it into the soil as fertilizer.
When I was at Wilder, I don't cook it mass produced cooking, like a big pot and all that. So it's cooked to order, which means that I minimize the waste that I actually produce, let's say, because I can't control who comes in and who comes out. The other bit is, let's say if you're cooking a meal for your family. So before you head to the supermarket, what you can do is you can list down the ingredients that you want to purchase. Don't go to the supermarket buying tons of things which you know that's not part of your shopping list. I feel that we as consumers need to be conscious on the approach of us, let's say, buying food purchases. One thing perhaps what we can do is, order what you actually can finish. But if let's say you have excess, you can actually put it in the fridge. If you store it properly, make it in leftover. Those are my favorites because you can actually create a completely different meal, or you can even heat it up again if you store it properly. Things that I cannot use to cook with, it goes into my compost bin. And the compost that I use, I actually grow. It's in my garden, and I actually grow food. The power to the people to a certain extent. If we come together and figure a solution to how we can radiate that knowledge of how we can actually minimize food, I feel that it's going to be empowering. I think community is definitely important.
In Hong Kong, Pret A Manger, a popular cafe, redistributes their healthy leftover sandwiches and snacks to Feeding Hong Kong, a charity organization in charge of feeding the needy. Feeding Hong Kong also holds regular food drives and bread runs to repurpose leftover breads and buns from bakeries.
Similarly, Singapore's main priority is also food rescue, redistributing unwanted food to not only just the needy, but also to anyone who is willing to consume it. There is also a Love Your Food recipe contest in Singapore that encourages the public to submit creative recipes using common types of leftover food and reinforcing the importance of reusing food.
In Cambodia, Local for Local, a youth-friendly food drive, was launched during COVID-19 pandemic to provide food for needy families, cycle drivers, and people on the street during lockdown hunger.
Food Rescue ASEAN, also known as 4ASEAN, is a non-profit organization located in both the Philippines and Malaysia that rescues and distributes perishable food to charities that serve homeless and low-income individuals. Their goal is to help solve the problems of hunger, malnutrition, and food wastage. As more individuals do their part, small actions will eventually save the environment.
Ugly is the new good. Embrace food diversity.